is moving faster than any of us expected, and in 2026 it's going to reshape marketing even more, but not in the way that the hype trains want you to believe. AI will absolutely change how we work, but it won't replace the people who think, who lead, who create, and who make brands human. AI is no longer the shiny new tool. It's woven into nearly every platform we use, from hyper-personalized websites to predictive ads to automated conversations that feel almost human. The tech has leveled up, but as powerful as AI has become, there's very clear limits on what it can and should do for your business. In 2026, AI will take over more of the execution, the data crunching, the optimization, the repetitive tasks, copy, drafts, customer journeys, and segmentation. It will personalize at a level humans simply can't, and it will do it all at speed. But what it won't and can't do is lead your marketing. It won't define your strategy, it won't replace your judgment, and it definitely won't replace the trust, creativity, or lived experience that actually moves people to buy. I'm Leanne Cohens, founder of Marketing Leap, and after more than 12 years helping businesses build systems that blend technology with human connection, this episode is all about clarity and what AI will do brilliantly for your marketing in 2026, where its boundaries are, and how to create a human-tech balance that actually grows your business. Because while AI can simulate language, it can't replicate human intention. It can't understand your values or your story or your customers the way you do. And handing over too much too fast is where businesses start to lose authenticity, damage trust, or end up with what I call robotic marketing, which is technically good but strategically empty. AI is about to take an even bigger role in how we run our marketing, not by replacing us, but by taking over the volume, the repetition, and the heavy data lifting that humans simply can't scale manually. The first big shift in 2026 is automation and optimization. AI won't suggest campaign tweaks anymore, it will run them. It will adjust budgets in real time, shift your audiences based on behavior patterns, rewrite underperforming ads, and optimize landing pages on the fly. And it will do it all based on live data, what people are clicking, what they're ignoring, and what's trending across the platforms. We'll also see true hyper-personalization, not those broad segments that we've been using for years, but actual one-to-one experiences. We're seeing this in real time with Google Ads now, and a lot less effectively with Meta's Advantage Plus options, which I don't recommend that you ever use unless you like burning your marketing spend. Your website will look different depending on who's visiting. Your emails will restructure themselves based on intent. Your content will shift tone, format, even product recommendations based on the user's behavior pattern. It's this level of personalization that giant brands have had for years, and now it's becoming accessible to smaller business owners. The next is AI for content generation, and this is a big one. AI is already producing decent copy, but in 2026 it will move closer to human-sounding nuance. We'll see personalized video creation, tailored product descriptions, and content that adapts to user preferences automatically. Not perfect, but practical. And when guided correctly, extremely efficiently. And then there's what I call supporting intelligence. AI will sit beside us, not as a strategist, but as the worker. It will handle the tasks that eat your time, such as drafting content, repurposing assets, segmenting audiences, creating nurture flows, pulling analytics, all that stuff that keeps you busy but not strategic. And finally, we need to talk about agentic systems, the next wave. We're moving from AI tools to AI agents that operate autonomously inside your business. These agents will run tasks end-to-end, such as onboarding clients, qualifying leads, executing campaigns, testing variations, analyzing performance, and handing you insights so that you can make smarter decisions and faster. AI agents won't replace your team, they'll become part of your team. The businesses that will win in 2026 won't be the ones that automate everything. They'll be the ones who automate strategically and keep humans as the center. However, for all the progress AI is making, there are some very real limits we need to acknowledge, and that's where smart businesses will stand out in 2026. AI won't replace human strategy. It can analyze data, but it can't decide what matters most to your business. It won't set priorities, weigh trade offs, or choose the direction your brand needs to grow in. That still requires experience, leadership, and context, something that no model can replicate. Remember, AI can execute the work, but only you can decide the direction. AI also won't replicate authenticity. It can mimic tone, but it doesn't actually believe in anything. It doesn't have lived experience, values, or the nuance that makes a brand relatable. That's why human oversight is a non-negotiable. If you hand over your message without guardrails, you risk sounding polished, but completely disconnected. The next is ethics. AI can't be trusted to make ethical decisions on its own. It will follow patterns, but not principles. And that's where things can go wrong fast. We'll see more emphasis in 2026 on human in the loop reviews, risk management, and clear boundaries about what AI is and isn't allowed to decide. And finally, AI can't stand alone. It only works well when the data behind it is clean, the systems are governed, and the humans are guiding it. It's not a magic box you can hand your business over to. It's a collaborator, not an autopilot switch. AI isn't your replacement, it's your reinforcement. And the businesses that thrive won't be the ones who hand everything over to AI. They'll be the ones who understand the line between what AI should automate and what humans must protect. As we move into 2026, the real advantage won't come from using more AI. It will come from knowing how to work with it. The businesses that win won't treat AI as a magic tool. They'll treat it as an operator that needs supervision, guidance, and clear boundaries. We're shifting from AI does a task for me to AI runs the task and I oversee the outcome. And that's the balance. AI executes, you direct, and this is important for business owners to understand. AI is only as strong as the strategy behind it. You're no longer just the marketer or the CEO. You're the one training your systems on your values, your processes, and how you want your brand to show up. Without that, you'll get generic outputs that could belong to anyone. AI can produce the work, but only you can make it meaningful. We're also moving from control to collaboration. You can't micromanage AI the way you once micromanaged tasks. Instead, you build workflows where AI takes the first pass and you bring the judgment, the creativity, and the emotional intelligence that machines can't. Think of it as your digital team member. It needs direction, not blind trust. And this is where strategic leadership becomes essential. Your job as a business owner is to make the high-level decisions. Where does AI add value? Where does it risk diluting your brand? Where does it speed things up? And where does it require a human hand? Because leaders will no longer ask, how do I use AI? They will ask, how do I make sure AI serves the business, not the other way around? And by the way, if all this AI talk is feeling overwhelming, this is what we help our clients do every day. Smarter content, cleaner funnels, human-first messaging. So if you want clarity on where AI fits in your business, head to marketingleap.net. We'll help you cut through the noise and build a marketing system that actually supports your growth, not just another shiny tool collecting dust. This is what we do every day for Australian small to medium businesses. So in 2026, your competitive edge isn't using AI, it's knowing where the human still matters. That's how you scale without losing the essence of what makes your brand trusted. So now that we've covered what AI will and won't do for your marketing in 2026, let's pull this together into something practical. What stays, what goes, and what you should be doubling down on if you want next year to be your strongest year yet. And this is the part that most business owners overlook. They jump into January trying to do more marketing, when the real question should be, what is actually working and what needs to go? Because marketing doesn't grow through addition, it grows through clarity. If there's one theme emerging from every client we work with, it's this, that the foundations still matter. Your brand story, your website, your SEO, your email list, your follow-up system. These are long-term assets that compound. They're the things that keep working whether you post every day or not. Search behavior is shifting, yes, but people are still searching. And with AI-powered search on the rise, the businesses with structured content, solid metadata, and question-based optimization are the ones that are going to be put forward in tools like Perplexity, Gemini, and ChatGPT search. You have to be cognizant that AI is changing search, but strategy still wins. So if your content isn't structured, you won't show up. Full stop. Plus, make sure that your email also stays firmly in your 2026 toolkit. It remains one of the highest ROI channels, especially when it's segmented, personalized, and value-led rather than just blast and hope. Now, here's where business owners like yourself need to get ruthless. Drop the channels that aren't converting. Drop the content that you're only creating out of obligation. Drop the vanity metrics, the all-in-one tech stacks that slow you down in the guesswork. Overly polished corporate-style content, drop it. It's not connecting. Impersonal, generic mass emails, drop them. They're hurting your list, not nurturing. Strategies built on third-party cookies, they simply don't work anymore because they won't exist. Write this down as your 2026 marketing mantra. If it's not converting or compounding, it doesn't deserve your 2026 energy. This is your reminder that not everything deserves to be carried into the new year. Make space for what will actually grow your business. So where do you put your energy as we move into 2026? You focus on what actually drives growth. AI for efficiency, not identity. Data-driven decisions, not post and pray or guesswork. Simple, measurable funnels that clearly show what's working, not complicated stacks that drain your time. Short-form video and interactive content, because attention is currency. First-party data, because your email list and CRM are the assets you actually own. Community and conversation and human connection, because trust is the foundation of every sale. And most importantly, double down on trust. People are more skeptical than ever. They want transparency, consistency, and proof. Not polish, not perfection, proof. 2026 isn't about doing more. It's about doing what works and doing it well. And as I mentioned earlier, attention is currency. This is how you build systems that compound. This is how you scale sustainably. And this is how you make sure that every piece of your marketing is supporting your business, not just adding more noise. And if listening to this episode has you thinking, I need help implementing this, that's exactly what we do. At Marketing Leap, we help business owners get out of the overwhelm and build marketing systems that actually grow their business. So whether you need a fractional CMO to lead your strategy and make data-driven decisions with the capacity to also implement without you employing a full-time marketing team, or a cost-effective agency to run your website, SEO, paid ads, social media, and email, that's all part of our done-for-you offerings. If you simply need some training or guidance, you can also check out my 90-day strategy intensive to set up your roadmap for 2026 or support through our Chaos to Clarity program, which will position you as the go-to expert. Whatever you decide you need, we build systems that connect, convert, and compound over time. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start growing with clarity, head to marketingleap.net, book your strategy session, and let's build a plan that actually works for your business. So in the next episode, we're unpacking something that every business needs to understand. New buyer journey in 2026. What actually makes people convert? Buyer behavior has changed more in the last 18 months than it has in the previous decade. So if you don't know how your customers are discovering you, validating you, and deciding to buy from you, you're going to miss the moment and the revenue. I'll walk you through the new conversion path and simple changes that you can make to meet your audience where they are. You won't want to miss this one. Thanks for tuning in to the Digital Success for Business podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on YouTube for even more tips.